Hello folks, I thought I'd take a minute to show you what I've been working on here. I did a video, a couple videos ago of this unit here based on Dr. Plasma's 4x4 platform elevator, which is very cool. I came up with this because I wanted to take that as a carriage and make it multi-floor, so I came up with this design here, which is the start and stop mechanism. But then I took it over here. I wanted to make this elevator actually multi-floor, as I say, but I decided to make it 12 floors. And so I thought today I would build one floor. My next step, actually, there's plenty of things to do here, but this light blue circuit over here and the dark blue circuit here is my next step. So I've done 9 floors and I'm on floor number 10. So I thought we could take the time to build it. We just wrap it around just this one floor and you can kind of understand what's going on with this thing. But at some point in another video I'll talk about this whole elevator. I still have doors to do and call function and kind of tidy it up a bit. I've got some work to do on the first floor, but each floor has each floor is mirrored with a couple variations because of timing, because of, you know, the higher you go, the more timing you have to work with. But there's a lot of cool circuits within one floor, even just in what we're going to do right now. So anyway, thought I'd share it with you. So we're going to start and we're going to build this light blue circuit, which is actually, this determines if the elevator is going to go up or it's going to go down. And over here is the down and this is the up. So, and this mechanism fires the elevator. These circuits in here, this here, is a floor selection. So that's separate. So once the floor is selected and locked, and then this circuit will take over, determine if it needs to go up and down, and then this blue circuit will send it up or down. I've got hopper timers here. So I put together a bunch of different things to make this thing work. And the reason for the timers is it takes time for the signal to go up and down to lock the elevator, and at the same time, because it's the same button, I wanted to put a delay in for when the elevator starts moving to give the locks time to lock. So anyway, here we go. So let's see, we're going to go up here. We've already determined where it's going to go. We're going to put this right in here. All right, and we start with, let's see, let's grab a block, some dust, comparator. We need a sticky piston, maybe a target block, and we also need a repeater. So we are going to we try to stay level off of this block. So what goes here is a comparator goes here. And we're going to pull off of this line here. Actually, this works out well. So we're going to put a comparator here. Now we're also going to put a piston here, because what we want to do is we need to stop the signal from, actually this one needs to go one up. So what we need to do is when this lectern is fired, when the button is pressed, this pulls up and creates a signal. And what I want to do is be able to activate this piston at the same time. So when that signal comes through, it actually comes through the block. But if you were to fire a floor above, I don't want it to come down through this comparator and in. So this will be disengaged, so that will not happen. So that's what that is. All right, now let's figure out a simple way to wire this thing. Now whatever signal comes through the comparator comes through here. And it's important that we have either a repeater or a repeater right after the dust here, because when we go to floor 1, the signal is only going to be 1 here and it can only go so far. So let's figure out an easy way to get to this piston here, which shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, let's go here. And let's see, we have dust there, so we don't want to get in any trouble. But this shouldn't be bad. Actually, if we go this way, that dust won't bother us. We can go just straight across. So this one's pretty easy. So let's see. So now when we hit, let's pull a comparator so the signal does not go down. We'll pull this one out. So now let's just make sure that piston works with no issues. Easy enough, right? And there's a little bit of delay there, but that's okay because the signal length is long enough. It'll reach. All right. What it is you've got the torch is 1 delay. This is 2 and that's 3. And then this is on 1 delay. I think that's what it is. Let's see. Something like that. Anyway, it works. So now we come down here. Let's throw some dust here. We're going to carry this out. I might have to reference the bottom once in a while. Let's see. So we're going to do 3 out here. We're going to do 1 out and then come down 1, and then we're going to put our, as you can see, I'm using a pot down there instead of like a composter, because the composter only goes up to 8 as far as signal. I believe these go up to 15, so that's why we're using that. And I might do a tutorial on just this circuit right here, because I finally starting to figure out how to use a lectern without a red coder. And this is part of it. So let's see, the comparator there, dust, dust, dust. All right, block here. This is your, I believe your up. And this one here is going to be your down. Now here we have to put a block on top of this hopper. But this dust is going to power this block, so we don't want that. So what we need to do now, let's get ourselves a slab. And we're going to change this out and make it a slab. So now we're good. All right, so here goes a comparator. Right here on subtract mode, and this starts to run out your down signal. Need a repeater there. We need a block in front of there, 1 here and 1 here. And we'll throw ourselves a comparator here. All right, and let's see, throw ourselves a repeater here. Fill it with dust. All right, and now this, I believe a repeater goes there. Now, as I said, what's going to happen is the elevator's at this floor, say, and you either need to go up or down. So you can't go in one spot. So there's going to be a neutral point where we're on floor 10. When this reads floor 10, both of these will not be lit. So if you go 9, 8, 7, 6, this is going to be lit. So if you go 11, 12, 13, this one will be lit. And that's what this repeater does. It cuts off the power to it. So And we need this here. There with dust. Put this on subtract. Now we're going to get this fancy flower pot here, and now you can, just so you know, when you put this here, actually, let's do it like this. When you put this here, you don't need to support it. It'll stay on its own. However, I just kind of like to use this because it, I don't know, looks more like a shelf. So now, let's see, what do we got here? Okay, we're pretty much set with that. Now let's give it a test. We're going to pull down a signal of 10 because that's the floor we're on. Let's see, this is floor 9. So let's come over here and make this floor 10. All right. So we're going to come over here and make this a 10. All right, now we're going to remove this torch just so the signal is through and we can work with the signal. Yep, we need dust here, and that'll carry our signal. So now we're on floor 10. And because we're on floor 10, what we need is we need to back off this. So we need to pull so this signal is zero, and this is 1. Since we're floor 10 up there, these both need to be in a neutral point. So we do that with this gizmo here. So we just need to add, I like to use redstone block because it doesn't really matter. Well, it does actually in this. I have to learn more about this bit. If you put in, you could put in 1 item of something and it equals 15. If you put a cake in here, it goes right up to 15. But anyway, so let's go up now. These 7, 6, 5. If you look at these numbers, so I'm thinking we need to go to 8. So seven, 8. All right, so now you got 8 going in here. 8 from 9 is 1, and there's your 1. That fires this in subtract mode. And that's higher than that, so that's going to shut this off. So now you're in the neutral mode because you're on floor 10. Now, if we were to go to floor 9, this side's going to light up. Let's go check it out. Let's see. So if we go to floor 9, and that side lit up. So that means we're going to be able to activate our down. We can send the elevator down. So if you go to 8, 7, 6, that's the one that's going to light. So if you go higher than 10, actually we can do it from the back, but anyway, 10, if we go 11, and anything higher than 11, this side is going to activate. So that's the determination between up and down. So this thing differentiates by what you choose on your lectern if it goes up or down. All right, very cool. So we'll leave it at that for now. And then now we're going to do our dark blue circuit. So let's see, we're going to grab one of these and we'll just do it like this. And then go like this. And I was able to squeeze these in. These timers are excellent for this. Now what I needed to do is I needed to delay when the signal reached the elevator. This is just something I was trying. But let's do this. This is going to go like this. And this is going to be your input for your elevator to go up. So, and we're going to pull it from this up line here. So, anyway, I might have to refer to below again. Let's see here. Yeah, we got, let's see. So we're going to do this way, one here, and we're going to do this and this. Now this one in here, for some reason I want to say it was activating that piston. I don't know if it was or not. I think something was going on a lower floor, but I just decided to change that into a slab just to be safe. All right, so we're going to put a comparator here, dust here. All right, we're going to get our hoppers. And this is going to be the delay for the up. So we're going to get our hoppers. And of course, like any timer, they usually run into each other. Now we're going to get ourselves a torch. We're going to put a torch here. We're going to put a torch here. And we're going to put a torch here. Now, if this was a regular block, you need the dust on top, but if you're going to have a torch here, which you need to in this case, it would burn out. So you need to have a target block. These target blocks are fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to move on to starting to build this thing. Okay, so we're going to put a block here. Block here. And we're going to put a slab here. You know what I do once in a while if I have a question is I had a regular block there. My question was, does it fire this? When I have redstone here, which is what I'm going to have. I have redstone here. Is it going to fire this rail? So what I might do, I do this on occasion, actually quite a bit, is I'll come out and simulate what I have going on in there. So I might do this. All right, grab a rail, put it across. All right, grab some block. How's it go here? It goes like this. What am I doing? This way and this way. And I'm going to have a repeater here. I'm sorry. I'm going to have a repeater here and a repeater here. And there's going to be dust here. All right, that's what goes on here. So, as you can see, it fires the rail. So I don't want that. That block's got to stay in. So what I'll do out here is I'll do a simulation, see? I'll do maybe this, and then I'll put this here. Oh, it fires the rail. So that means this needs to be a transparent block or, you know, glass block. I usually like to use slabs. Anyway, then when you fire this, it does not fire. So you know you're safe. And something you can remember in future builds. Okay, so here we need a slab. Oops. You gotta do it right when you're doing that. Okay, anyway. So let's take this torch off here for a minute while we put this together. And these are going to be on 4. All right, now let's see. We're going to do this. This is going to come out this way. And we're going to line ourselves up with this. Take this one out. I'll put a sticky piston here. All right, we're going to put a block out here. And we're going to put a repeater here, and then dust. All right, I'm going to take this dust out for now, and then we're going to put our torch back, and we need our dust there. Okay, so now this is very cool because this yellow circuit needs to fire this double piston extender right here. Now, as you know, double piston extenders need, I think, 5 ticks or something for it to go in and out. Otherwise, it's going to spit the block and retract. Well, we don't want it to do that. So I came up with this down here. This is a timer. And then this cuts off the block. I don't know what this is. Is this a monostable falling edge? Monostable maybe? So what happens is this stays lit. Judging by how much you have in the hopper, I'll put 15 in here for example. And when this gets a quick pulse, this cuts off the circuit for the amount of time the hopper has. And then it sends the pulse through. So it delays when the pulse goes through. And I need that time for the elevator locking mechanism to work. So I came up with this, which is very cool. So anyway, all right, so that's what goes here. Now that's so now the amount of items in this hopper, we'll get to that in a minute. So over here, now we're going to do the other hopper, which is the timer for the down function. We'll just throw that together quick. Okay, so let's see, we're going to go like this. We're going to do this here. What do I do here? Okay, I gotcha. Okay, we're going to do this. All right, we're going to get our hoppers. Put them in here. Should be level underneath. That's good. Make sure this faces this one. So they're both facing in. Yep. And if you guys are building a lot of redstone, I would suggest this mod here. It throws numbers on the redstone. It throws numbers on the repeaters. It throws arrows on the hoppers. It puts a little red dot on the piston so you know it's firing. It's just a very cool, it's very helpful if you're building. Takes the guesswork out of things. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this. So we're going to go here. We need a block here. All right, and then we need 2 blocks here. Two down. So we need a block, sticky piston, and here we need a slab because we're going to have a torch here, and we're going to have redstone on this slab, and you don't want to mess with that hopper. So that's what that's for. So that picks that up. We need another torch here. All right, we need a comparator here, and we need dust here. All right, and one more torch here. So now this piston's up in the air. So on top of that piston, we put a observer. So when this timer activates, it pulls this down, which does not send a pulse. Then the timer goes for whatever time we make it go for, and then this thing pushes up and fires that. So that's how you get your timed pulse. It doesn't pulse right away, it pulses when you want it to. So if we go down here, we're at 17 in that hopper. We're at 14 here, so that's 3. And we come down here, and we have 11. So we're in increments of 3. So we're at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we need 20 items in this hopper. And again, I like to use, just for hoppers, it's my own personal preference, but I like to use redstone blocks just because. So let's see. So we said 20, right? Okay. Now over here, this timer, let's see what we have below. We have 21, 18. So again, increments of 3. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we need 24 in this hopper. All right, so let's see, make sure we have everything here. We're going to put this dust back. That's important. Put that dust back. We have our hoppers loaded. We have all our torches in place. Okay, so this is set. Let me show you how this works. So if this hopper were to activate, pulls that piston down, and it'll send it up in a minute or less. See, there it goes. Now it would send a signal through. That's how that works on both of them. So now we're pretty much set. And that's the dark blue circuit. And that's how it works. So hopefully everything's in place. Oh, we got one more thing to do here. We gotta pull this across, which is here. Let's see. This is here, I think. Like this. And this is going to be the line for the down function. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fire this torch. So we're going to hook this here, here, and I just want to do it there so I can see what's going on in here. We don't need this. And you're going to redstone here, but you're going to have interference with this redstone. So what we're going to do is put a block here, and now you can run your redstone right out like that. Up. And then I believe there's enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got enough. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so now we are going to give it a test. After we make sure everything's hooked up. There you go, you heard it work, but we're going to shut this off. So now we're going to go put our torch back in place. All right, we're going to put our, let's see, yes, put our torch back in place. That's going to stop the signal. All right, we're going to make sure that everything's hooked up here. Looks good. Looks like everything's hooked up. I guess so. All right, so now and then we need this comparator back in place. And that is floor 10 wired up. So let's see where the elevator is. Let's go up to floor 9. We'll do a quick test here. All right, give it a minute. It's going up. Should throw a lock. Yep, there we go. So we're up to floor 9. Now we're going to go up to our new floor and see See if everything is lined up. Who knows what's going to happen here. All right, so we're going to go up to 10. All right, this is floor 9. Here's floor 10. Here we go. So for here, it takes a little bit of time because the pulse has to go down and up, and I'm going to show things in another video at some point here soon. But so we're going up. I should throw a lock. And there it is, up to floor 10. Now let's see if she'll go down to 9. 11, 10, 9. All right, we're on 10. Now we're going to go down. And what's going to happen is this is going to come down, and this redstone block is going to come out, and it's going to activate this bottom piston to make it immovable, and it's going to stop at the floor, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Make sure we're on floor 9. Floor 9, here we go. And let's go down there and see what we got. All right, should activate, here it comes. There it is, folks. Stopped at floor 9, and there you go. So now we just have a few more floors to do, but I just wanted to show you how we do it and where that came from. All right. When I get more figured out on this thing, I'll do another video of it. Peace out. See you later.